No more auto shop anxiety. Car maintenance for daughters. Hi, I'm Tim with Compu-Tech Automotive, and I'm the proud father of twin identical girls. And I'm joined here today with Hayden. And we were having coffee last week, and she had the best idea for our next video series. So I'll let Hayden tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah, so as my father Tim was saying here, I'm always feeling very overwhelmed when I go to different auto repair shops for basic car maintenance. I'm not sure what services I really require or if I'm being oversold for certain things. So the whole educational series will be specific to what you actually need.
Okay, let's turn the table so you feel more confident in the auto repair shop. So in this scenario today, let's say that you're pressing the start button or you're turning your key and you hear a clicking sound, a click, 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 and the car is not starting. So your friend comes over, jumps your car, and it starts. So does this mean you have a bad battery?
Well, it could be. It sounds like it could be the battery, right?
So let's say, Hayden, that you discover that you've left your dome light on inside your car, or you left your lights on. So you've clearly drained your battery. So does that mean you need to replace your battery?
Well, it sounds like I drained my battery and I need to replace it, right?
So in this case, you've left your lights on all night or a dome light. So you've clearly drained your battery. So if your battery has been drained, it just needs to be recharged. It doesn't mean the battery is bad. So in this scenario, what you want to do is drive the car or let it idle for about 10 minutes and then turn it off. And then turn it back on. So if it starts immediately, your battery was starting to recharge. So the battery is not bad. This next scenario, let's say that your car just won't start. Your friends try to jump start it and it will not start. So what do you think the next steps are?
Well, in this scenario, if I've already tried to jump the car and it won't start, then I guess I would have to buy a new battery.
Okay, well that makes sense. So at this point, the battery won't start the car. It seems like you should go replace the battery. But one really important thing to check is the warranty on your battery. So if you look at the top of the battery or the side of the battery, it will tell you it's a 24-month warranty, a 30-month warranty. And so you want to look at that before you go buy a new battery.
Well, I definitely like saving money, so I'll definitely make sure to check the battery to make sure it's still under warranty.
In this next scenario, let's say you went to a dealership, an auto repair shop, and you needed an oil change. And they came back with a long list of services that you need. And one of those services is you need to replace your battery. So what should you ask them?
Well, I guess in this case, I would like to ask them how they determine the battery would need to be replaced.
Exactly, that's a great response. What you want the service advisor to tell you or show you is exactly how they determined that your battery needs to be replaced. So what you should expect them to say is, hey, this is the test results from your battery. Your battery has 500 cold cranking amps, and when we tested it, it only has 250 cold cranking amps. So your battery is 70% or less below the total cold cranking amps for your battery. And as an example, let's say that your battery is a 400 cold cranking amp battery. And so that will be displayed on the side of the battery or at the top. So what you should see in that battery test is you should see 70% or less of 400 cold cranking amps. So 70% of 400 is 280 cold cranking amps. So 280 cold cranking amps or less is indicating that your battery is failing.
Okay, Dad, well, about how long do you think my battery should last?
Yeah, that's a good question. So in general, your battery should last about 3 to 5 years. But keep in mind, if you live in harsh conditions like Arizona, Alaska, your battery life is going to be shortened just a little bit. So In these extreme environments, you'll probably get 2 to 3 years out of the battery in general.
Okay, thank you, Dad, for going over that with me today. I feel more confident.
Yeah, that's great. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly on the channel. I'll be happy to help you out. Have a great day and thank you for watching.